get burnt out on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the case, but anyway, but yeah. They picked up Versa for it. Versa's a great rifler as well. He's been a lot of teams actually in the AU scene, so understandably he's there ready to go. Now for Rooster, however, of course, Rackham coming in for Chalice. I've got to say that I gotta say Rackham and Chilios has I expected a big gap in the team when Chelios wasn't there, but Rackham replacing him. But it hasn't really been a big of a gap at all. Rooster is still able to match it. Against Vertex, that was a very close 2v1 loss. I expected Vertex to be 2-0 it basically as well, even though I said 2-1. I did, think about, Vertex could 2-0 this very, very easily. But it's good to see that they did it in the end. It was a very close BO3 from Rooster, so I actually thought the missing of Chelios would have been huge. But with Licky with the P2000, I gotta say, Licky has gone with the P2000 a few times with moderate success. Also gotta say, Rooster as well has greatly improved on Nuke overall. I remember when Rooster used to pick Nuke, and they used to only go for Hot and Squeaky. Half the rounds was either Ramp Hit or Hot and Squeaky, which is, if you're picking Nuke, you better not be doing that. Because it's just very one-dimensional. And, jeez, what a start for Rooster. Mind you, by the way, guys, this is Encore's map pick. And Rooster picked the C at the T side. And they've just got so much map control at this point. They've even got Savage out of A site. But Savage able to fight his way back in.
Well,
actually got to ask you this.
Tough retake.
I can actually this one, Brett. What do you think about Rooster starting T side on the most CT sided map?
Yeah, well, obviously they've got something planned up their sleeve. They obviously feel comfortable enough to start on the T side and give that CT start up because like what you've seen on Overpass, a CT sided map. We've seen 11 rounds go on the T side. So surprised, but I mean, if Rooster are confident in the defense, but also if they're confident in the offense, and that's something we didn't really see a lot of in the last match was defense. It was just purely and simply offense. They were riding that wave of momentum, and I think if they can again break the camel's back early on for Encore, I think that Rooster go a long way and do it very quickly here on Nuke.
I was gonna say Rooster, just kind of justified maybe starting T side as they get the first round aboard. Because unfortunately for Hats, they was just expecting all the remaining players to be on the ground of the A side. Didn't see ASAP coming in from Mustang. But, I like the style of play from Rooster at the moment. They've got all this outside control. It kind of reminds me, because I cast a few ESA advanced games, part of the ESL system as well. And they're able to get outside control without using utility. You know how they get the secret smokes, the Australia smokes and stuff like that? They're able to get that sort of control. Great work by Savage there. Without having to use the utility, so they can use it for the site.
Well, you have a look at how far we got. I think it's ASAP. No, it's Rackham. Look how far he's pushed up inside a ramp. So if they can, take these one-on-one battles with the pistols onto this B bomb site, there's no reason why. I mean, at this stage they can hit either bomb site. They're not committed to any site. Rackham will take down Sterling, as ASAP will take down Hats, and we've got a 5.7 and an AK-47 for Encore, and they've already been called to safe as the bomb will go down. So, a clean start for Rooster. And again, like you said, they're obviously confident on the T side, and what they were able to do on not only Inferno but also Overpass to bring that game back to as close as what it was. They're obviously, like I said, they're just trying to ride the wave of emotions and just basically take all that you can get on the T side and worry about the CT side later on.
Yeah. Also gotta say, I just realised there's only an anti-eco round. Maybe then the next round, are they going to be able to just creep across into outside without using any smokes or molotov or any flashes, anything like that? Unlikely, but if they're able to, it just shows great confidence in doing so. Because I've seen a few teams, one in particular, Webster's, which was the EU team in the CIS region, and they were versing a team called Partizan, I believe, which is I think it's a Croatian Serbian team. I forget. This is not a good thing to accidentally mix up your Croatians and Serbians at all. But basically, pretty much each round, they would not even smoke or molly outside, and then they would operate from a mini hit. And they just pretty much played with Partisans where they would do a full utility set onto the A bomb site and just go hit B.
Yeah.
And like Partisan just didn't know when to rotate. Stealing. Oh, jeez. Not even a chance. Versa, though, does grab one back with the 5-7.
TJP was all in with the Mac 10. Unfortunately, Sterling, he had no chance at surviving that one against that Mac 10. But as we have still a fair bit of time left in this one, and again we're seeing Rackham get underneath heaven and get inside of hell, and push through ramp, really choke off the map for Rooster, and it just puts Encore in a difficult situation because they question themselves on where are they going, what map control have we got to to stop the bleed and just hold on to this defense.
Licky trying to get a few head taps with the 5-7. ASAP actually has been tapped, but it's a wallbang. Can Licky get another kill? No, Netic with a Kobe and taking down Licky. Leaving just Savage with the AK, and I think Savage going to save this one as well. I think Encore had a misplay with their economy as well, actually. Or did they just buy up slightly for the 5-7s? No, actually, no, they did force up. I think it was the 5-7s. Basically, they picked up the rifles and dropped the 5-7s across. Just looking at the economy, that's why I'm like thinking, did they misplay this? But I don't think they have. I think they can buy M4s, but they'll just sacrifice a bit of utility.
Yeah, well, 2400. So you look at Licky, he'll be at 4550, same as Hats. You got Savage already with that rifle. So I mean, there's an opportunity there to get an AWP if they if that's where they want to go. But the bomb will go off, and we'll see. In fact, it'll be 2900.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, did they? But nah, they didn't misplay that. I think that was a lot better. Okay.
After the second round, they saved the AK and they saved a 5-7. They saved it in T-spawn.
Mm-hmm. No, the main reason why I was looking at the money situation, I was like, did they mess up the money? But then I realized how to get that 2.4k out of that. Not the 1.9k for the lost bonus.
Yep.
Now the nades, they are setting up the secret nades at the moment. Licky, the mini defender. Was there a gap? I gotta say, there's not a gap in no smokes at all. I mean, we saw, I've seen Encore do this in the open qualies where they deliberately leave a gap at that red box side. So basically, if anyone's trying to push up, they can see their foot and just punish them for it. They did it to Tux earlier as well, which is impressive. You're doing it to an IGL like Tux, who's been in the scene for a very long time, and catch them like that is, very, very good. But Rooster haven't elected to do that, actually, just want to fully cover it off.
By of course getting this secret control, they can, there's a number of ways you can go about this. You really wrap onto the B sniper. You got to make sure that you've got ramp control, and that's something that Sterling's got right now with the AWP. As soon as he sees one, he should be able to punish it, although he doesn't take the shot. So not revealing it. CJP will take down Licky across the map, and it's a tough start for Licky. And Licky's the IGL, is he?
No, Savage. They put Savage for the IGL now.
Okay.
I'm going to say Versa takes down Rackham. Even though Licky does go down, he's only the midi defender. They've already got 2 and A. However, it's going to be the B take, I feel like they would have got to play for here, given the fact they've moved Sterling across and putting Hats at ramp. And they could realistically... this is an interesting one. Where's the bomb going to go? I feel like it's going to go to B, but 80k has to get past Hats, but I don't think he is going to get past Hats. Now, I think ASAP could act now, but actually now they're going to save it. Surprised that ASAP didn't act up and try to push Hats at the end of the day, but doesn't really matter. Out of time. 4th round aboard for first round aboard for Encore. And now ASAP and the others who are down at, B side could be very careful, because Hats is lurking around the
ramp side. And that was key in that one, because if Hats goes down, they've got basically full control over B, and then all of a sudden the bomb goes down, then you're probably looking at another save for Encore. But because Hats does his job holding down ramp and doing a bit of damage, that of course forces the hand for Rooster. Well, there's not enough time to make sure they get the kill on Hats down on the ramp position and then burst onto the site, because they've still got to clear out the control room, the back of site. There's quite a few spots that you have to.
Sterling could rotate over as well from CT side lobby. Like I think that's what they're afraid of. Like I say, like I feel like ADK need a bit of support there if they really wanted to get onto the B bomb site. Because I mean they had TJP and Vents preventing that rotate. 1-for-1, good trade by Savage, but I think Rackham is looking for Savage at the moment. Licky rotating over towards Workshop. Now they have a player into Dumpster, just being ADK.
Was that timing from ASAP too to get down into secret where Licky just sort of peeked around the smoke, but by that time he was already down into secret. So if you got Licky trying to sort of investigate outside, which is what he's doing now, just obviously realizing someone could be down there. You're gonna have, I think it was ADK with that Galil trying to punish that one, but meanwhile Sterling is going to take down TJP, and that'll put him in advantage for Encore here in the 5th round as Licky takes down ADK. So he opens up his kill feed here on Nuke. His best of 3. ASAP we'll find Licky, and all of a sudden Rackham, but he's going to be flashed. Sterling's flashed out looking for the shot here on as both ASAP. He's going to find not 1 but 2. He finds Sterling and Savage, and that is a massive round there by ASAP to get not 1, not 2, but 3 kills as the bomb will go down. All of a sudden Hats, the ramp player, he's got a whole lot of work to do if he wants to retake this one. Both players, they're at 100 HP, and ASAP will make it the quad kill, and there it is, 4-1, and it's basically going to put the loss bonus back down to 1400, and they can again they can get the buy here, but Verse is not looking good on money. Licky's not all, he's not looking all that good on the money, so
they could go with MP9s. Like they could check out MP9 to Verse or something like that as well. No timeout being called, and I think it's going with the eco at this stage. Actually, no, the buy is coming in, or half buy's coming in. Okay, so overall, great round from ASAP as well. Like I say, a bit unfortunate for Sterling and Savage to line up there, allowing ASAP to basically collateral there. Because I reckon, if it's 2v2, Hats can probably wrap around and maybe end around. Netic holding mini, gets a second, gets a third.
Hats is going to find 1, Sterling finds 1. Yeah. Look, they're really taking it to Rooster here, but unfortunately they can only do the 3, and that buy, I think they're just trying to get their money to around that $2,500, $3,000 mark, so that way all the players are going to be even across the board when it comes to money, and we'll see another rifle round coming out, and double AWP setup, Hats and Sterling.
That's very interesting on Nuke.
They've been playing ramp, haven't they?
Yeah, you can put an AWP on ramp, and Sterling's been pretty aggressive with his AWP. Like, being in A, holding squeak and stuff like that. I haven't really seen too many double AWP setups, given the fact that rifles and MP9s are generally a bit more powerful, basically.
Yeah, and just as we questioned the double AWP setup, ASAP was taken down there by Sterling outside, and I mean, ASAP's been the one to lead the charge here for Rooster here on the T side. Now already, first 15 seconds he's out of the round, and he just has to sit and watch his teammates try and decipher and try and figure out a game plan on putting 6 rounds on the board for Rooster. Otherwise, you can look at a 5-2, but man advantage.
Got a good slot at the moment.
This stage is Versa. It's going to. I thought he might have got one, but no. Netic will take him down. Savage is going to get the trade kill. Sterling from up above. Heaven finds one on Rackham. 2 on 3. Molotov coming out from Sterling. Bomb will go down, so a retake situation here for Encore. And again, they do have the man advantage. Look at Licky coming inside, wrapping around. As 2 players, Hats and Sterling, both inside of Heaven, and both got AWPs. Not an ideal situation when you got 2 AWPs trying to retake Heaven. ADK can hear the players making a whole lot of noise, and he spots out 2. He only finds 1. TJP left in a 1-on-2, and he turns around, takes down Sterling, and will get the kill onto Licky, and 6-1, and a beautiful 2-on-3 there from Rooster. And although ASAP, he's been the man of the moment so far in the first 6 rounds, that 7th round, well, he just had to watch his teammates do the work, and there we go, 6-1. And again, just the wave of T-side rounds that we've seen tonight is just been nothing short of phenomenal, and just really watching these teams put the practice into the situation of hey, let's do this, let's do that. So as Licky outside is going to he'll take down TJP.
I'd say it's just the double AWP there. I think that was not the play. Like, you really need the rifles and MP9s in this scenario here, and I would have think that retake would have been a lot easier for Encore if they had that, and they would have been successful for it. But the Deagles are starting to take down a few players on T Silo. I reckon would they go after the weapons if they confirmed that they're all on A? Because I think one of the AKs would have dropped into dumpster. Ooh, actually, Hats has picked up one of the AKs.
And one was on top of the silo.
Is it on top or did it drop? Because you can see the body like it's on the edge of the silo.
Good question if Sterling can get out there, but ADK is actually watching for that push. Savage is already up there.
Savage is going out for it. Like Savage is going out to grab it.
Yeah, but look at ADK. I think he's going up the ladder.
Oh no, he can't. Ooh, Sterling catches Rackham, and that's going to be an AK picked up. Is he going to escape? He does escape. But yeah, Savage has been stopped, as you said. Sterling lives on 4 HP and takes the AK and runs. I don't think ADK knows where he is.
No. So the Deagle plays for Encore. They find 2 kills, and they actually had a man advantage, but because they're up against rifles and they only had the Deagles, it was just basically, just getting onto the site, clearing out the corner, realizing that A was open, and then all of a sudden, you save 2 rifles, you save 2 AKs for the CTs. It makes the economy just a little bit easier on some of the plays. But when you're down 7-1, and this is something we didn't see last week either from Encore. They're a team, and we questioned it as to why they wouldn't take a timeout. The perfect example of that timeout use is the fact that they're down 7-1. They can't seem to just get anything right at this stage. Let's take a timeout. Let's just try and reset, refocus, and figure out in that 30 seconds on what's going wrong. Why is it? Why are we down 7-1, especially on CT side?
Yep. Stealing with the aggressive ult towards Squeak. He's actually got a good line on towards T lobby at the moment. Has been boosted up onto the ramp as well. Looking at the play from Rooster at the moment, Rooster's getting a lot of map control. Encore hasn't really, well, they've been trying to contest for it. Like, Licky has been trying to contest for it, but haven't been really successful in contesting for the map control. Sterling does shut down ADK. They're going for a rant. They're looking for Hats. Will they find Hats? That's the main question. Nedic goes down. Can't get the second Hats, but a 1-for-1 is good enough for him. And I think they should be able to rotate. ASAP takes out Licky. Licky's caught ASAP. And Savage has already jumped. Kill. Yeah, definitely a massive kill. How's going to be a 2v4 on the B bomb site. And the B bomb site's a very strong bomb site to hold in Nuke.
Yeah, well, essentially, you're looking at a handful of places, but if you get the choke points, smokes in the right positions, you're waiting. All of a sudden, TJP he's got to go for the ace. He's found another one. That's 2 that he's found. He's found 3, looking for 4, but can't do it. Versa, he's going to take him down. So it will be Encore getting their second round, and I tell you what, it was looking bleak there for a minute for Encore, but they managed to, off the back of that timeout, and now we can say that timeout, well, that was a well-called timeout. That's obviously what they needed.
Yeah, definitely. A good retake as well. Like, very, very good retake by Encore. A 2-for-2 trade. Generally, that's what you want for your 4v2 or advantage situations. You want to do a 1-for-1-for-1. You don't want to have a, TJP scenario where we saw 2 rounds before where you get the free K.
Yep.
You want to make sure they get only 1, keep that man advantage, and just basically crush them into dust, per se, and defuse that bomb quickly as well. And given the fact it's a B bomb site as well, like, it's a very strong B bomb site. I gotta say, Hats there could have got 2k, but just good trading from Rackham, I saw. Great monitoring of the T vents there by Savage, taking down Nedic so he couldn't vent dive.
Yeah, there was a little gap in that smoke, and Nedic unfortunately just had his legs showing, and Savage was quickly making that one pay for Nedic. So
yep.
It's basically been the TJP, Nedic, and ASAP show for Rooster.
Yeah, I gotta say,
between
Encore,
the 3, they've gotten 28 kills.
I would say Encore have got a bit of advantage here as well, because TJP is trying to find where Licky is. Because ASAP has given his location away, because he got burnt by the Molotov. Yep. So they put that second player, a Savage, down towards Secret. And Licky's gone towards Workshop on a passive angle. So basically TJP's been hunting for Licky, because he knows that Licky would have heard ASAP burning there. So they're just trying to find him at the moment. So in the end, I think ASAP's
I
just
think,
concluded that Licky's not nearby or anything like that, but Licky's got the information. Great work by TJP.
yeah, that's a big jewel to win for TJP as well, because now you look at, you've got 25 seconds left, and you've got quite a bit of map control for Rooster, and I dare say that they're going to head towards B, but we'll see what happens. Little flash coming up. We've already got someone down in the vents. Savage looking for one. Will immediately get the dig onto Rackham. Bomb looks to go down now. In comes the rotation, as just going down in the nick of time was the bomb. So 4-on-3 is ADK going to try and push in and take down Savage. Savage on 2 HP, but they've doubled up here, so... But TJP from the backside, from the vent, ADK will take down Hats after Hats took down TJP. There's ASAP to take down Versa. Nate coming in from Sterling, down to 39 HP. All of a sudden now, just took a while just to swap that for the AK-47. Sterling gets one. Needs to go. Bomb is not in his favour right now. Taps the bomb, Sterling. He's already running away. He'll get the kill onto ADK, but he should go down. In fact, he'll stay alive at 39 HP. And although Rooster win the round, they lose all players. So no players surviving for Rooster, which means they are going to have to fully invest up and not leave a whole lot of money for some of the players. But I mean, you look at ADK, he's ready to buy up. He should be left at somewhere around $1,000 once he buys up. Because I believe he dropped an AK over to Netic, because Netic's he's only spent 2,200 and he's got an AK in his hand. So
yeah, well, it doesn't really matter at the moment. Like I say, another timeout from Encore. Encore have lost the T side of Nuke, or CT side of Nuke, and they've got to have a hell of a T side themselves. Otherwise, they're be looking to be one map down, and that's their map pick. They go on to Inferno, which is Rooster's map pick next.
Mm-hmm. And we've seen what Rooster done to Vertex.
Yeah. And if Rooster really bullied Vertex on that map, even though I know Rooster will be starting T-side on Inferno, actually.
Yes, correct.
So, yeah, probably not the greatest. Now, looking at Rooster on, well, the big thing is going to be Rooster's CT side, basically, as well on Nuke.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be the main test, actually, as well. But they've got 8 rounds here.
Yeah, well, the way they're going there, I mean, they probably should be putting 11 at a minimum. Maybe 12. They could probably even stretch it to 13. But I think they're going to be looking at putting 10 plus on the board. So with what we've seen over the first 10 rounds, as Hats is going to double up. He missed the first shot, in fact. So now he's given his team a 2-man advantage, and well, now they've got to go and hunt him down and come up with a plan. Although minute 10 left, and you're looking at a 2-man disadvantage. So tough break for Rooster, but man, a good recovery here from Encore, especially Hats.
Hats actually playing a very good angle as well. He's playing on the catwalk, because ADK is just looking for him at the silo. ADK, basically, he can act on the toxic push, a double doors push, and also control push. You can see he's just keeping ADK locked down, and Sterling pops in from ramp, shuts down ADK. So you can see from that angle there is that Sterling's able to trade ADK very, very quickly. And like I say, I think Rooster, Netic, and Rackham probably going to make a play for A by Squeaky and Hut. Not really much they can do because they can't get to B side. Rackham's actually got a good angle on Sterling as well. But it's going to be a hard one, actually. They don't want to get caught. And they're going to go into that B site. Sterling might be already aiming on that corner. So he's actually seen Rackham already. And they're just going to have to plant the bomb at this stage.
Yep. Well,
Licky might be able to stop the plant.
I think he's too far. He's going to the double squeaky
silo.
But yep, and that's a good shot there by Sterling. Again, he's been great in that 11th round, and now all of a sudden Encore, they find themselves with 3 on the board. But yeah, that was a big hole by Sterling. Of course, you've seen. I think it was ADK or Rackham get the.
Yep. It was ADK control. First of all. ADK was first of all, because if ADK gets that control, Rackham's planting that bomb, round over. Yep. So Sterling very important as well. Also, not to mention as well, Sterling making sure that Rackham either had to make the call to go to the site, or go take him out. So basically kept himself alive to allow his other players to really chime in there, and also Savage with a big flank, massive flank overall, taking down Nedic, who really at that point just couldn't do anything now. Hut and Squeaky Execute coming in from Rooster. They could only really go on Hut at the moment. Savage is just blasted away with Versa on top of Hut. Gets a second. That was a free-for-free trade, and Sterling's going to have to get that Deagle out. Now Hats, he's rotated across from ramp. Bomb is dropped on the site. I'm not sure if they're aware of that, actually. Molotov can be thrown in, and Hats is just going to back off in the meantime. Now Sterling going to operate from Mini instead. ASAP trying to bait a player popping out of heaven. Now looking towards Mini. And Sterling. Another beautiful shot. And he's making this AWP work incredibly well on a map that's really not that AWP friendly compared to other maps in the pool.
Yep. He's been able to
16, by the way.
Have you noticed that? Sorry? 16, yes.
16 kills. I think at least half of his kills have been with the AWP.
Yep. Oh, and you notice Sterling and Hats earlier on in the game, they played the double AWP setup, but again, what they done was they doubled up inside of heaven. They threw that one-way smoke inside of heaven, but as that Molotov was thrown, they sort of retreated and opted to go a different route to try and retake that 2-on-1. But yeah, Sterling was just too quick for Hats to get any kind of kill. But that puts it pistols and pistols only. Deagles, 1 Tech 9, 1 smoke for Rooster. And more than looking like they're going to concede a 5th round. Again, Sterling. Oh, what a nice shot by ASAP. Licky trying to take down TJP and finds one. That's about all. And all of a sudden, Versa coming in. He's getting absolutely chomped from every which way possible. And how is this a round that Rooster are winning?
Just quality 1 Deagles, I suppose. Very quality 1 Deagles. And you can't beat the 1 Deags if they do peaks like that. Poor Sterling, they're not a chance. ASAP just rushed past him. And I gotta say, Hass is trying to sneak in towards Mini instead. I think Heaven would be the obvious option. I wonder what Rooster are doing. I think they're big braining this and actually going towards B instead.
Yeah, I mean they've got so much map control. All they've got to do is just get the bomb, get it down. Again, dot your I's, cross your T's. I mean, Hats has had a somewhat of a decent game, nothing like what Sterling has had, but man, TJP with the Deagle. I mean, was just, what's that, 3 or 4 kills in we've seen with a Deagle.
I think it was all 5 actually that he got with the Deagle in the end, but that round was just really out of nowhere considering Encore had been building up a bit of momentum with the two rounds previously, and also very strong AWP from Sterling. But geez, none of it is, like I say, that was a round out of nowhere, to be honest, for Rooster, because it was looking like, that Encore going to dominate it. Sterling with the hero AWP. Takes down Nedic. Bit of a crunch on towards Mini, I believe.
Yep. Oh, Savage missed the timing then. I think there might have been a gap through that smoke, but ASAP looking to come in with the backstab as he heads towards Outer. He got one player up inside of the Heaven as he needs to be careful here, ASAP, if he doesn't get this kill. Licky, meanwhile, has found a rack and 5-on-3, and probably a round that, again, Encore shouldn't be winning. ASAP gets the assist thanks to ADK taking down Licky. ASAP still outside. TJP down to 15 HP, so not a whole lot of HP left for Rooster. As Hats is going to go down to ASAP 3-on-3. Still got that hero AWP in play. You get all the timing. Savage just missing that shot. Meanwhile, there it is, Versa with the USP kill, and look at Sterling now coming in.
Sterling gets the timing. Should be to trade ADK, but ADK's going to be careful here at Hut. Very, very careful because Sterling's close by. Probably seeing the barrel now as well. And, does he not see him? Because he can't see him because he's scoped in. And ADK's going to get a free knife there and pick up the AWP. Now it's a 1v1 against Versa. Oh, actually, Versa's got damaged by the fall damage in Versa. Trying to trust that USP dink. And ADK's won that 10th round. I gotta say, Sterling just being that extra bit scoped in. Didn't see ADK to his right or left. And that's going to sting. That is going to sting big time. To be fair, I didn't think they would be winning that round anyway, given they had pistols and AWPs, but that is a heartbreaking way to lose a round.
Yep. Well, and that's yeah. We've had 4 maps tonight, and we've had 3 knife kills. Last week
Yep.
we didn't see any knife kills, and all of a sudden, the guys are here just making fun of each other and just taking the mickey. Now here comes a fast secret play, but Molotov is not going to be in effect as Savage from the vent side is watching this wrap on to B, and there it is. Only managed to find one. So this is the final round of the first half, and well, that was a little bit of a missed smoke. And then of course leaves a gap, and Hats has got full control over that one.
Yeah, if you want to get into this side as well, they've got to get past that org. And Hat's pushing up. Because that org, if it's scoped in, it's going to hold the entire site for a long time unless they can get a one tap onto its Hats.
Yep.
TJP shuts down Hats, and there goes the org. It's 3v2, and Licky's the only one defending ramp at the moment. I think the rotation's coming through from Verza as well. To make sure they don't go back up to A. Will Verza get to heaven in time? No. It's checking for the wraparound smart move by Versa, but they're going to go for it, obviously, given the end of half. Versa takes down TJP. Molotov's going to be thrown towards Hut. They're going to go for the flash towards Netting. Netting definitely gets chewed down by Versa. Lands on top of him as well. And that's just up to Rackham. They've seen Rackham as well. Rackham throwing a Molotov out. Will take down Versa. Now it's a 1v1. Licky going for the aggression. But it's actually going to go for the fake defuse. Rackham baits out. And Licky. This is going to be close to the time for the end of the half. Oh, what do you reckon? Licky's getting nervous too.
Yeah, I would be too. Oh,
he doesn't get it.
There is not enough time, and wow, that's heartbreaking for Encore, because realistically that should have ended probably at 10-5, but now it ends at 11-4, and again, our third, I want to say third 11-4.
I think it's fourth. I think it's a fourth for the night. I think we've all had 11-4s. I got to double check myself if they've had all 11-4s.
I'm onto it now. So yes, we have 11-4. Yes, that's our fourth one.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've had
11-4s.
The funny part is, to end the half, I think only Zonic's Law has not applied at all, even with all these 11-4s. But anyways, guys, come back after the halftime break, and will Zonic's Law work for a fourth time, okay? Or will it just fail as per usual? See you guys then. the half number 2 for Rooster and Encore. I gotta say, Rooster, could be a bit of banter going on about that first half, but Rooster, they got a bit of a comfortable CT side, but then again, is it really that comfortable given the fact that all the CT side maps that we've casted so far have always ended up in T side victories?
Yeah, look, it's been one of them nights where CT side starts has pretty been non-existent, but Savage has found one onto Netic. There's been a fair bit of damage done to both teams at the moment. Sterling, TJP's going to find Hat. Sterling pushes up. Licky gets one under Rackham. Sterling finds a second. And all of a sudden, ASAP coming in from Secret finds himself in a 1-on-4, and well, another round going the way of the T side. And well, ASAP trying to make it a 1-on. Well, he's made it a 1-on-3, but trying to make it a 1-on-2.
You know that GIF. You know the guy's reading a sensible chuckle book, and he has a sensible chuckle. I think they're gonna change that title of the book. Winning a CT round in AU, or a CT half.
Yeah, it's almost been non-existent here tonight. And again, as we've already alluded to, the first 4 maps that we've casted have all ended up in 11-4 T sides, and we've gone from Vertigo, Inferno, Overpass, and now Nuke. So you look at all 4 of those maps; they're all different maps. You got a couple of them that are CT heavy sided, but then you obviously got the T sided maps as well. But for the fact that these AU teams are doing it on like Overpass or Nuke, it just goes to show they're obviously confident in what they're doing, and a complete save other than a Zeus and a P250 for Rooster. So saving up for that 18th round.
Yeah, I guess Rooster. We probably want to stop the curse of a CT side not winning the half at the moment. Hats, I think he saw someone at Silo, or believes he saw someone at Silo. I guess not. Just firing a Mac 10 there's a bit of a warning shot, I suppose. That's going to be a long range for Rackham to hit that Zeusy. I wonder if he's going to hit it or not. I think Hats has seen the foot.
Did not see it.
Yeah. I think he's seen the Zeus. That's why he's expecting a Zeus, so he's being careful with it.
Doesn't matter because the crossfire was out there anyway, so it was always going to be a 1-for-1 trade. But
Look, he's just curious on the outside. Well, I believe he's seen Ace, not ASAP, he's seen TJP now. Just waiting for the second player to go across. Licky takes down TJP. Look at that B bomb site. I think they've distracted Rooster well enough that they were all focusing on trying to take out Licky, but they've been able to take out B without any real opposition. As you can see, ASAP was focusing probably on Mini to make sure that Licky didn't get in there for free.
Yep. Yeah, this is if Encore gonna have to, they want to bring this back. It's got to be pretty clean from here on out. So look, they're off to a good start. With obviously winning the pistol and of course the eco. Netic looks like he might be lip. In fact, over the upgrade that Max into an AK-47. So if he can stay on this, he's just trying to take some weapons out of the hands of Encore. But Netic gets a little too aggro. And the 3 players, Licky, Sterling, and Savage, they all stay alive. Sterling, 21 kills. Next closest,
I gotta say that Netic
13.
Netic is a bit over aggressive there. He could probably just keep the AK, keep himself alive, and that's pretty much it. But a bit over aggressive there. I think he was trying to fight to get out to make sure that he wasn't aggressed upon. I think that backfired on him. He could have kept that AK and gone to the next round of it as well.
Yeah. Bringing an AK into a rifle round could have, had an AWP later on in the rounds, but Netic down to 73 HP.
More utility too.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So a little bit of a dink down to Netic, who's just playing beside the vent. In fact, decides to opt out of that one. Oh, nice shot, Licky, down to 28 HP, 80k. Does a whole lot of damage, but that wall of smokes outside means they should be able to. Again, they've got a number of opportunities right now. They can move inside a garage. They can move Secret, which is where they're going. They're looking to have 3, maybe 4 players outside of Secret, and Netic is going to be the first point of contact. It'll be Licky to take that first point. Well, it should be Licky, but I guess just sort of just questioning on where they want to go. Of course, Licky, the lowest HP player on Encore. That's a nice shot by TJP. Little jiggle peek there from Licky as he'll spot out Netic. Wow, how does he win that fight? There's no way Licky should have won that fight over Netic, but he did. And now Sterling.
He's going to take that one. He's going to just take that one and just be like, yep, thank you very much.
Yep. And Sterling wrapping around onto Rackham as well. Should be able to, if he wanted to, get another knife. But depending on, what's going on. As he said.
I think he'll brandish the knife out.
No. Just going to take the headshot.
Summary execution there.
Yep. And a statement too. So 11-7, and Encore have found 3 in a row, and all of a sudden Rooster, once again, who've somewhat struggled on their CT side of things, starting to struggle once again.
Yeah, definitely. Just another safe. I gotta say Encore. Like I said, they've been waiting for Sterling to just wrap around towards ramp and take out Rackham before they went and planted it. They just had a feeling that Rackham was just sitting there.
Yep.
That'd be round number 7. Really, I guess a lot of T-side victories. Okay, I'm just wondering, is this kind of like a meta shift where the T-side will win a lot of rounds on every single map? Or is this like a problem with CT sides overall, that the coordination and the rotation's not there? Some people have actually said this, actually a very interesting quote as well. On the T side, you can stuff up a few things and be fine, okay? Like, you can recover it with some aim. But on a CT side, I think this was from Fiend actually, if you make one mistake, you can lose a bomb site just like that.
Yep.
And I'm thinking that's a bit of the case. I think Fiend's, right about that one. Is that is the case that, the CT side, like, your organization, your coordination, your defense has got to be pretty spotless, okay? Little mistakes may not get punished, but big ones will be punished, and you will lose a round on the back of them as well, unless something miraculous happens.
Yeah, what we've seen here tonight with, with the T side of things, it's just been, it just goes to show that right now, what we're seeing over the past 2 weeks, these guys have got their T sides, down pat somewhat. It's just a matter of if they can convert it on the CT side of things.
Yep. Now Rooster have got a sketchy buy, of course, with the saving of the M4s. Really need to get a round held at the moment. If Encore recovers and win Nuke, I'll be very impressed. Loki on the outers has caught 80k. TGP with the 1D takes down Licky to trade. Now TGP, does he see any more people going to Secret? No, he doesn't. I wonder if Hats is going to punish anyone trying to go to T lobby. TGP taking down Verza, but traded up by Sterling. Hats is just waiting for Rooster to push T lobby. 100% is just like, come on guys, you want to do it.
Yep. Oh, TJP, 22 kills. He's matching it with Sterling right now, who's on 23. So it's a matter of what we're seeing, Sterling versus TJP. Whoever can get the best of those duels, you would almost think that their team goes on to win that round. If Sterling goes down, you're looking at Rooster getting the win. But if we see TJP going down, and I mean, albeit we've seen, I think, 2 rifles from TJP, if that. In fact, they might have even one because they had the pistol around them. We had the anti-Eager. They saved in that one. Then they had the rifle, which would have been round 18. This is round 19, then he got a pistol. But somehow, Savage finds himself in a 1-on-2. Almost a 1-on-1. It's going to take the fight to Rackham. And now Netic. 3 kills at the moment. And he will win the fight in a big victory for Netic. He's going to take down Savage. And first round on the CT side for Rooster. And a big moment in this game.
Like I said, Netic was a big key factor. They gets to kill the 5-7 on Hut, picks up an AK, and just able to trade out 1 for 1 for 1. And that's, like I say, I think this might be a huge run for Rooster here, because Encore, they've lost a round. They've had to dig into the deep pockets. And Rooster, I say, if they can clean up this round, if they can win this round, 14 on the board, most likely. Now, I'd say overall, that round, of course, like, is it a gun round coming in here? So, you know, they're not going to be walking into the deagles and stuff like that. They're going to be dueling with these rifles. And maybe Encore, I wouldn't say they're not taking it seriously, but, you know, against deagles, like, sometimes with the anti-because you can just relax a bit too much at times, you know?
Yep.
Versa catches ASAP, almost takes down TJP on the side. TJP is flash, but gets a second. Should be traded out, is traded out. Everything's just going in the direction of Rooster at the moment, which is huge. Sterling's, I think he may have heard something. And he's going forward now. The AWP coming in from Rackham. Rackham misses. Where could he go here?
Rackham just watching this angle. Oh, he baited the shot there. So now he knows he's given it up. And Sterling, surely he can't win a 1-on-3, right? He might just make a liar out of me. He's picked up one. In fact, he's got the AWP. Oh, wow. That got a little too close for comfort. Sterling hits that first shot. That could have been potential, she wrote, for Rooster, but somehow they survived with 2 alive, and they put 13 on the board, and we should see some pistols coming out for Encore.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that, like, you know, Rooster, great holds, great trades all around.
Yep.
And also as well, Sterling, that was actually... That looked like he was going to be able to do it in the end, actually. I'm not going to lie.
Yep.
But Nedic with a crucial one-tap. Given the fact that Rooster actually had over-rotated towards ramp. But given that, you know, Sterling had actually a really strong position to pick either A or B, I can understand why Rooster rotated over. Now, obviously, Encore with an eco. And looks like we might have a CT side victory potentially as well. Might. If Rooster able to wrap out the next 3 rounds. But likely depends, and, you know, it's not really certain at all. Looking at the defense from TJP at the moment, looking for the T-Silo player, doesn't find it, and Hats 1-digs him.
They got 4 Glocks and a Deagle, and that's all that they need. And the spray comes out from Nedic. He's going to find 2. ADK will come in with 1. Nedic will grab a 3rd, and ADK will grab a 2nd. So the man to go down was TJP. Again, it's like I said, the 2 guys that have, you know, really shown here tonight on Nuke has been TJP with 24 kills and Sterling as well.
Mm-hmm. Also, I've got to say as well, great work from Brewster to commit those players to the outside to make sure that AG isn't picked up either.
Yep.
The ramp player went to the outside, I believe the Heaven player went to the outside, and also the Mini player, I think it was the Hut player actually, went to Mini to make sure that weapon wasn't picked up, and also to help in the spray down as well with both ADK and Edic. Well, ADK's been forced out of Mini, and Licky, they didn't hear it, it's just too far away. Yeah, I don't think he heard it, yeah. It's just a bit too far away, because if he heard the burning, ADK could have been done for.
I mean, how many times did we see, I think it was TJP or ADK get outside and, you know, just be that lurk and just be that nuisance to what Licky's doing now. And now all of a sudden Licky's trying to do it back to them. They're down 7 rounds, so I mean they've got to make sure that, you know, that they're doing all the right things. And the fact that, yeah, Rackham is aware of the situation that they could be in the control room as Rackham takes down Licky. Versus already been leagued as well. Rackham gets burnt down to 76 HP, but TJP is going to find 1. In fact, he's going to go down to Sterling as Rackham switches out the M4 for that AWP. And 4-on-4 retake situation. They were blind inside of the ramp, and somehow Rackham, he loses, he finds a battle onto Versa. This is crazy this round. There's trades going everywhere.
They were both flashes. Both teams flashing towards ramp, so everyone was blinded. And looks like Savage and Sterling are going to negate the rest. Nedic will take down Savage. That's going to find out where the last 2 players are. Nedic's got a 2nd as well. We'll just go into the bomb to try and defuse it. But I think Hats should shut him down. And Hats will shut him down in the end to make it 8 for Encore. But I've got to say, yeah, trades were happening all over the place. Like I said, the most impressive one was both teams threw a flash. One threw into ramp. And I think Rackham panicked through his flash that he was going to throw into sight. And everyone ended up being blind
Yep.
for a good, like, 5 to 6 seconds where it was utter chaos. And I've got to say, I don't know how or what happened, but the CT's able to just... Well, CT's Rooster able to get a kill out of it. Poor Rackham was just firing anywhere at that stage. Just hoping it was connecting.
So we've already got Hats with a vent dive. Nedic is going to follow him down the vent, and he's going to punish Hats, so Rooster find themselves...
TJP can get a rifle out of this as well, because the M4 is dropped into vents. It's a lot of safer location. I think that's what they're trying to do, trying to communicate to TJP, being like, hey mate, you can probably go grab a rifle if you want, but he's outside, so you can see here they're getting a bit more defensive to allow TJP to potentially pick up that rifle. Or do they think someone else has got into the vents as well?
Yeah,
Did they only
I'm not
stop
sure.
the second person?
Well, I'm actually surprised that he's only on the Deagle and not on that, although it doesn't really matter. He's found one, he's looking for a second, he'll find the second. Doesn't matter, you give him a rifle, or you leave the man with a Deagle, he'll still find 2 kills. And again, it's the reason why that he's been the standout player for Rooster here.
Is he going to Deagle Licky? Nah, he is going to Deagle Licky.
Yeah. Yep. You can give the man a Deagle, he'll pick up a Galil, and he still won't use the Galil, and still finds 3. And that puts him on map point, and we might just be seeing for the 3rd time tonight, we might be seeing another 16-8 scoreline, and if that's the case, we go on to Inferno next. We already know, we've already seen firsthand on what Rooster were able to do yep. on Inferno.
I was going to say, great round as well with Rooster on that halfback. When they got the initial kill, they actually shifted over, and they were going to give TJP a rifle. But in the end, they was like, no, we'll just not have the rifle, just push quick instead. Great shot from the scout with Hats. Because say Hats was under a lot of pressure there to get that scout kill, given the fact he was in the open. With the scout, it's going to be a headshot. If it's a headshot, he's down. Good flash by ASAP. But this is not all over yet.
No.
Stealing and Licky able to chime a few more in. Oh, Rackham, beautiful shot, but he's traded out. Now it's ASAP in a 1v3.
There's no way he goes for this. There's no way he tries to go down to B and try and stop this. I mean, if he does this and he reads this play, and that's exactly what he's going to do. In fact, he was just baited out by Encore and realised that, oh, he's on to B, and I'll go up the vents and I'll plant. So it looks like we might have a 9th in this round, and this map is not over just yet, but we're not going to discount out ASAP just yet.
He could go for the retake, because they're not sure which side he'll be coming from. Yep. Whether it will be, Heaven or T-Lobby. So that's what I've smoked out T-Lobby at the moment. Because he's only versing 2 rifles. He has a kit through and a smoke. He can go for the ninja. But...
No, bomb's too far.
He could throw the smoke out. It would... Yeah, it's a bit too far. And also, most likely, there'll be one player just under the silos anyway, holding him.
Yep. Yeah, way too many angles for him to clear out.
You got 3 players. One's going to be on hut, most likely. Obviously, in that scenario, they weren't, but, that's one thing he could look at. He pops out of hut, tries to go for ninja fuse, and is just drilled into the ground from it.
Yep.
So, probably a smart idea there.
So, they're still showing a bit of fight. Is Encore. Not giving up just yet. Again, they've still got to find 6 consecutive rounds, and if TJP is to do what he did a couple of rounds ago with the Deagle in hand, this may just be over after this one, because he's just been playing out of his mind in this first map, this best of 3, the IEM Dallas 2023 OCE closed qualifier. This is, of course, the lower bracket, map 1, picked by Encore. It's Nuke. Next map will go to Inferno, which are, of course, picked by Rooster. And should we need a 3rd, we'll head to Mirage, as smoke's been deployed outside. ASAP here with that M4, trying to play long range and up close and personal. Licky going to take down ASAP, and here's TJP, the man of the moment, only finds 1. Sterling shuts him down.
Yeah, they've been completely smoked out. These Strala smokes pop up, and just basically 80k just sprays, hoping he gets a headshot through the smoke. but very, very unlikely. I think this could be a 10th round for Encore, could be a save from Rooster. Rooster's all waiting at A, and I think probably could be a save in that angle here, because it doesn't really matter where Encore are going to go, unless, of course, Rooster all stacking up on B.
Almost looks like there's a bit of indecisiveness on where they want to go. They've got so much map control, but they don't want to. They don't want to walk into the stack. Of course, you still got the M4 in the hands of ADK as the smokes, Molotov splashes will rain out from the control room. They'll send Versa out first, and they'll clear it all out, and then they'll be able to get the bomb down. And again, it's just so many times, and again we see it with 4, 5, 6 seconds left to go, and the bomb only gets planted. Now, a big kill there from Hats. But was ADK who ended up getting the trade, and Nedic's going to pick up the M4, and of course ADK will retrieve the rifle. So I mean, there's still a buy for the next round on the 26. But I'll tell you what, I got to say, Encore, look, they're not out of it, but there's still a fair bit to go here in this first map on this best of 3.
Yeah, definitely Encore. Could they just sneak it over to overtime here? Actually, Nedic's taking down Sterling. Now Savage can yoink into the weapons out of Rooster's hands at the moment. So Rooster's going to have a pretty decent buy going into this round with the 2 AKs. So they're going to have full utility, I'm going to say, at this stage.
Let's see if we've got an AWP out. Doesn't look like we've got an AWP. There's not enough money for an AWP on the CT side of things. Other than that double AWP setup that we've seen from Encore earlier on with Hats and Sterling, other than probably the first 8 rounds, we haven't really seen too much of that AWP in play. Everyone's just relied on on the rifles and their aim.
As I said, like, the AWP has very limited use in Nuke. Like, has some great outside use, has some limited ramp use, but overall, like, the rifles are just overall better in most scenarios. Now, 80k, we actually thought Savage would creep a bit over, but Savage just stood still after the wide peak and took down 80k. Nedic tried to get a trade, but unable to. I think Licky's actually going via Mini, actually. I don't know, it's actually Hats going via Mini. He might catch the rotate by Rooster. Ace up. Down at double doors. DJP's got Licky here. Ooh, DJP just waited too long.
He was trying to play the trigger discipline game, and unfortunately Licky just turned around. And the fact that Savage got that first kill when the smoke, before it even bloomed, before it even popped, the fact that he was able to to still get that kill, somehow ASAP has taken down Savage, but he's already lost a good chunk of his health. And 40 seconds, they should be able to head up onto a site and get the plant. In fact, they'll get the plant, and we are looking at a 15-11, 4-on-3, and the story so far in this one is Licky and Hats take down ASAP and Nedic, and Rackham with a FAMAS, and well, there's no point in having a dream because it's already called as a save. And again, he's 10 kills in what is now 26 rounds. He's having he's on a bit of struggle street at the moment.
Definitely, Encore definitely having a bit of a streak at the moment. I think Rackham may have heard someone walk past him, but I don't think it's going to go after it, to be honest. I mean, you could be walking into like 2 to 3 players, and it's just like, oh god, why did I? Given the fact that they've got map point though. And you want to keep as many goodbyes as you can to make sure that you're able to secure it. Could be a timeout. No, I was gonna say I think there's a bit of something was said in chat. I'm not sure if it was timeout or not, but could be a bit of banter. Does Savage not have a weapon? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, must have been dropped a fair way. But just going back to like they had 8 map points. It was 15-8. Now the fact that it's 15-11 and potentially 15-12, you question Rooster's mentality right now. Are they somewhat choking just a little bit? Are they obviously not trying to give up map point? But this was potential to send it to overtime, but to do it with Oh, wow, ASAP. But to do it, when you're down 15-8, to go 7 rounds in a row, you've got to get there first.
Uh-huh. Well, ADK and ASAP have got 2 kills apiece. Actually a 2-for-2 trade in the B bomb site, but has blasted away ADK, and I think ASAP's actually lost. I think he has taken down Licky in the end. Now it's going to be a 1v3, and they know that ASAP's probably rotating down through vent. They're planting the bomb in the open. Bears up. Beautiful. A beautiful D with that. The D on a trigger. ASAP pops out of Toxic. Bang.
Jeez, you've got to question again. 4 rounds in a row for Encore, and what we're saying over the last 4 rounds, they're out dueling Rooster.
It's only, I'd say it's only been 2 gun rounds out of this. It's been eco gun round. So not as bad as you think it would be. If you get what I mean? Like, if it was like 4 gun rounds, I'd be like, mate, like you lost 4 gun rounds to the T side. That's not that great either. But it's really only been 2 rounds, and those 2 rounds have been somewhat close.
I'm sure there's doubt creeping in the minds of Rooster, but I'm sure they would quickly try and put that to rest. So 1:20 left on the clock. ADK getting spotted out. A little jump spot there, and they're going to move towards outside. Savage is going to take him down, and all of a sudden playing around the smoke. He looks to can't even get one. The Savage is going to take him down. And we're still in a 3-on-3. Netic has found another one with that AWP. ASAP on top of the double silo, and it looks like they're going to head maybe towards B. I say again,
It's a hard one because they've got a lot of map control. Yep. They could go to A, they could go to B, and I think Rooster's thinking they're going to go to B.
Yep.
Given that they've got ramp control. And given the fact that they just pushed it, but this is actually a really difficult one for both Encore and Rooster on which side to hit. Because realistically, Encore have only seen, I think, one player, which would be Netic at this stage, who's at the top of Squeaky.
Yep.
And that's it. I don't know where the other 2 players are.
Well, Netic actually pushed up quite a fair way, maybe trying to catch the rotation off as Sterling. So it's going to be a battle of the Orps. He just spotted one player going down into the vents, but the bomb is already getting planted. 10 seconds left to go. Surely they now say, because Licky with a massive kill onto Rackham. They're actually going for this. And Licky once again, he's going to take down ASAP. It's going to have to be an ace clutch for Netic. He's already found 3 in the round with that AWP, but I dare say it's all but over for Netic as Rooster going to give up 13. And potentially, we're good. We go on the distance here.
Goes to O2 as well. Netic has to exit like that as well. It's really hard for Netic to exit that, actually, given the fact there was a player, in the background in the tunnels area of Nuke, the lower B tunnels. So you have to be very, very careful when exiting that side. And also at the same time, he can't be too close to the bomb because it's going to blow up and kill him as well if he wants to keep that AWP. Now this is a big question for, or they're going to half buy for Rooster. Like, do they put in 2 force buys?
Well, they're on max loss money bonus, so if they keep it at around 2,000, which you can see most of the people have. Of course, Netic keeping 3,400, he'll have enough for an AWP should he go down. So it's max loss money bonus is key for that 30th round if we get there. But there's still the case that Encore still need to get 5 kills to send us to that 30th round.
TJP with Deagle. Oh, that's the scariest moment, isn't it? TJP Deagle. Netic looking towards Hunt Squeaky. Doesn't get the quick flick down in the end, and Hats is just that bit quicker. So that's the AWP out of the hands of Netic. Rackham's been looking to try and get that AWP. He's been sitting there being like, okay, we'll wait for it. And it's just been smoked off, so he can't. TJP for 1 Deagle. Great work by Savage there. Does a bit of damage, actually, TJP, to both players. ASAP drops the bomb, but traded out. Rackham, 1 for 1, basically. They actually dropped the bomb in T lobby. Now, Hack's being very careful because he has no idea what ADK is. Ooh, almost one-tapped ADK as well. And Encore have got 14.
11-4. 11-4 to what is a 10-4 comeback on the T side.
Mm-hmm.
21 rounds at this stage. Potentially 22. And then if we get to that 22, of course, we go to overtime. So a huge round. And notice Nedic didn't buy the AWP. He opted to go with the M4 and the M4 and keep a full set of utilities. TJP, one shy of 30 kills. He's been just absolutely phenomenal here. But Sterling, 32 kills. And again, those two guys have just shown that whether it's T side, whether it's CT side, they've been able to make plays for their teams. Unfortunately, with what's transpired around them, there's just a few little things that I'm sure they would love to review later on and work at trying to fix, a couple of things here or there, whether it's mid round, early round, or even late round.
Now this is Roosters, obviously last round to kind of sew in the bud, hit 16-14. Encore to tap off a pretty decent comeback to get it to OT. I gotta say it's been very impressive from Encore as well, given the fact they won a round on a half by, I believe, at 15-8.
Yep.
To get 6 extra rounds to get it back to try and salvage them that pick.
So a massive round number 30 here in this first best of 3.
Mm-hmm. I reckon if ADK... I reckon if ADK can bait here, or someone can bait for ADK, this could end the game.
Lecky's been pretty good at covering those angles though. He was... There you go. Exactly, the perfect flash coming out from Savage, and he was just right on the point. And this 30th round, this first best of 3 at 11-4, we're already thinking that it's not too far away from heading to Inferno. But now all of a sudden, we've seen 10 rounds come out for Encore, and 6 of those have been up against map points. So to get 7 of those points, or potentially 7 up against map point, is huge. And now Rackham is going to find one on the Savage. 4-on-3. Nedic is going to go down. Versa and Hats combined to take down Rackham. 3-on-2. But the flank is coming in from TJP. He's going to find 2. Versa now in a 1-on-1 ASAP versus Versa. Versa 73 HP, 100 HP for ASAP. 20 seconds. The bomb is dropped just on the other side here. He'll look to pick it up, and it's got to be a very, very quick plant. ASAP surely can win this one, and this would be absolute heartbreak for Encore. He's going to go down, and there it is, 16-14, and can you believe it? It must be heartbreaking right now for Encore to come back from 15-8 deficit to lose in the final round, 16-14. That is absolutely heartbreaking for Encore. But what a map that was, considering that